How much do you know about money and its management? Here are 15 facts and statistics about money that will give you a deeper insight in how you can best manage them. Stick around until the end of the video and you'll learn the secrets to managing your finances better. It's okay to want to earn more. Most people feel very embarrassed to ask for a promotion at work and end up staying in the same position for decades with no progress. It's okay to ask for a promotion, especially if you've been in the same position for 3 years. Work on this strategically and you'll be able to make your way up the career ladder. If you want to improve your management and money overall financial situation, the right step is to ask for a promotion. Of course, a raise comes with more responsibilities and workload, and you should be prepared for this. However, you shouldn't make the mistake of asking for too much all at once because you believe you've waited long enough. This will only lead to big disappointments. Invest in your health. You wouldn't be able to focus so much on earning as much money as possible if you were not in your best shape. We all know how health conditions can dig deep into our funds and render people penniless. Therefore, it's important to take care of yourself as much as possible. If you can, go on vacations at least once a year, eat good foods, get enough sleep, and invest in good education as well. The great education could also be your ticket to increasing your earning power. You can even start an online course that will improve your professional skills. Have a good idea of your income. You'll be surprised to know that some people have no idea what their exact salary after taxes is. One secret you should know about money is that you must be aware of the exact amount that comes in monthly to help you plan your financial life accurately. Figure out exactly how much money you earn weekly, monthly, and yearly after taxes. This also goes down to your daily rates. This will help you understand how you'll be able to grow your money. Make the calculations out on paper and pay more attention to your commissions and fees. If you want to know how to master money, you need to figure out how it operates first. Don't be attracted to the idea of quick money. When you have no idea how it works, then it's better not to dive in at all. We're surrounded by thousands of finance schemes talking about how you can become a millionaire within a few days. However, not all these schemes are as honest or as effective as they claim. You need to understand that making money is a process, and if it talks about getting rich quickly without a laid-out plan, it's probably a scam. Don't invest in dubious projects that make you lose a lot of money. Instead, talk to experts who will give you proper advice. Pay more attention to your expenses. It's so easy to accumulate thousands of dollars in expenses. If you don't understand where these are coming from, then it will keep hitting you unexpectedly from all angles, leaving you with nothing to save. Experts have a theory that if you're always on top of your money, you wouldn't be prone to unexpected bills. The rich get rich and the poor stay poor because the rich are able to monitor every single dime that comes in and goes out. They know exactly how much they pay in taxes, the fees accruing in their bank account at any time, and even how much they pay in interest for loans. So get a piece of paper out and write down all of your expenses in the last 30 days. You can get your bank account statement, which will give you an accurate representation of what gulps down most of your money. Don't take out a loan to pay debts. The phrase, "don't pay Peter to pay Paul," fits in here perfectly. There's a good reason why this saying has been around for years. It's not a good idea to borrow money to pay off your old debts. It's not unheard of to see people borrow some money from a friend just to pay off another friend. This would only start up a vicious cycle that would leave you continuously in debt. It's best to save up your money to repay your loan without borrowing another. Know your credit score. Credit is super important, especially if you're living in the United States. Just like a lot of countries, this was also built on credit, and everyone has a personal credit responsibility to stay aware of their credit scores. It's the foundation to having a secure financial life. You should know exactly how your credit works and everything necessary to boost your credit score, including increasing your credit limit. With a great credit score, you can gain access to car loans and even a mortgage for your first home. Relationships are more important than money. You shouldn't cut off your friends just because you're starting to earn a lot of money. Personal relationships are most of the time more important than money, as they could come in handy when you least expect. So keep your old friends around as you make new ones. You may learn a lot more about finances than you can ever imagine. Set up your financial assets. What is your retirement plan? By financial assets, we're talking about properties like mutual funds, bonds, stocks, and maybe some kind of insurance. These are great assets to use as your retirement plan, as they appreciate over a long time. Many people worry about the fact that they're living from paycheck to paycheck and won't be able to set aside anything to build financial assets. First, you need to evaluate your earning power and figure out what you can do to multiply your income. Another great thing to do is to evaluate your expenses and find out those bills you could do without. Then learn as much as you can about real estate and stocks, as this knowledge will set you on a path to choosing the right financial assets for you. Buy quality shoes and clothes. It may seem insignificant, but it's important to invest in quality shoes and clothes. These are some of the fashion items that are a constant part of our daily lives. When you won't invest in quality ones, you end up spending so much more on cheap ones. Imagine spending $100 on a single shoe. That would be useful for about 2 years comparing to buy a cheap one of $50, which would be gone in 6 months. That would be $200 spent in 2 years, which is not a wise financial choice. What is your net worth? You may be one of the millions of people who have no idea what their current net worth is. Find out exactly what you're worth on paper, and don't make the mistake of associating your success with this figure. There are some people living in debt but are actually very successful with living the life they want, while others have billions of dollars but are completely miserable. Calculating your net worth will give you a definite idea of your financial situation, so you know who you really are. Then you can use this information to grow your net worth the right way. Save up your emergency fund. According to statistics from experts, a huge percentage of people would be in a lot of distress if they suddenly had to cover an emergency of about $400. What this means is that people don't prioritize saving an emergency fund, and that's absolutely terrible. What would you do if you lost your job today? Would you have enough money to live a semi-comfortable life for as long as it takes to get another job? If the answer to the question is no, then you really should consider setting up an emergency fund. This should have at least 6 months' worth of expenses, but of course, the more the better. Work with budgets. If you don't understand the basics of budgeting, this already leaves you at a disadvantage financially. With this, you won't know how to manage bills effectively, as you wouldn't be able to differentiate between wants and needs. Your wants are usually things you can do without, but when you confuse this with needs, you'll find yourself spending on irrelevant items. So knowing about budgeting will help you understand how to plan for your bills while leaving out enough for your necessities. While no one loves to track every single dime they spend, it really isn't fun. You can create budgets that cover your expenses and income over a long time. Don't underestimate the power of compound interest. Compound interest is probably one of the best kept secrets about money out there. One thing young people have over everyone else is the luxury of time, but many don't know how to take advantage of this financially. To tap into the powers of compound interest, all you have to do is set aside a small amount of money weekly or monthly in a high-interest account. With this, the money will keep compounding through the years until it reaches an impressively high value that you may never be able to earn even in 10 years. Don't ignore insurance. If you have financial dependence, then it's a great idea to have life insurance. This will be relevant for your spouse, parent, or child long after you're gone. However, it's always a better idea to get insurance with a term policy instead of one that goes on for life. If you have no one depending on you financially, then you should get insurance for other assets instead of life insurance. This can cover health, expensive assets, your house, or your cars. Umbrella insurance will also come in handy when it covers different policies while giving you access to discounts. Now you know those shocking money facts that will improve your financial life. And that's a wrap. What is the biggest mistake you've ever made financially? Let us know in the comments. Did you like this video? Well, we're always posting amazing content like this, so don't forget to subscribe to our channel so you don't miss out. Thanks for watching.